Everyone always asks me, why don't you live in Canada anymore? It's the best country in the world. And I tell them that's exactly why I don't want to live there anymore. Maybe I should explain my story. So a year and a half ago, I became homeless. But that was by North American standards. I owned a house, but it was occupied with tenants. I had belongings, but they were all in a storage locker. I have a skilled trade, but I had closed down my practice. And that's a privilege. I didn't really know what to do with myself. I was extremely lost. And so I decided to go traveling to Southeast Asia. That's a privilege. I didn't know what to do with my time in Southeast Asia. So I decided to start to volunteer. That's apparently a privilege too. And I honestly was not prepared for what I was about to see when I got to the little village of Lombok in Indonesia, where I would spend the next 2 weeks volunteering. I'd been asked to come to teach English with absolutely no experience teaching English and no qualifications to do so either. And on my first day, within about 10 minutes of arriving there, they said, okay, go teach. And I said, go teach what? And it was in that moment that I realized my white privilege. They really only cared about the fact that I was a native English speaker. I didn't need a lesson plan. I didn't need any qualifications to be there. They just wanted me to speak to them. And in that community, the benchmark for success was if you could learn English and get a minimum wage job. Where I'm from, minimum wage is a right, not a privilege, it's a right. And what they wanted to do was get a job in the tourist industry, which meant they had to learn English. And if they were being paid minimum wage, it meant they could send money back to their family to support them. I was shocked by the things I saw in that village, and every day my heart broke a little bit more for 2 weeks. I would see women well past the age of 60 working in the rice fields, mud up to their knees, working 12 hours a day, bringing home less than $2. Back-breaking labor. I would ride around on a scooter with my students and everyone would wave to me like I was the queen or something. And it was obvious that I was a foreigner because I was white. And I couldn't help but think, why don't you hate me? And every single day I felt nauseated and dizzy by the smell of burning plastic because the government did not have the infrastructure to pick up garbage. So the only options were to burn their plastic or leave it on the ground. For 2 weeks, I lived with the locals and immersed myself as much as I could. I ate on the ground with them. We ate food that hadn't been refrigerated overnight. We ate with the rats. And in those moments, I truly was humbled and realized my white privilege. I was born into a country as a native English speaker into a middle-class family, and I have been given every opportunity in the world. I have my family to thank for that, and I have the government to thank for that. And I have also been given the privilege and the option and the choice to live in another country and work there. I have one life to live on this planet, and I choose my life to be of service. I want to work with marginalized populations that have been afforded fewer opportunities than I have, because that's the least I can do. I recognize my privilege. And the way I work with marginalized communities is through massage. I truly believe massage has the power to lift individuals and families out of poverty. Massage is a vocational skill set that can be learned in 1 month. Students can give really good massages. And I know this firsthand from teaching massage in Honduras this past fall. So this is a very deeply personal choice I've made for my life, because I want my life to be of service to other people. Privilege has given me the opportunity to use my voice, and I hope that privilege empowers you to use yours as well. Thank you.